So I want to do a little segment here on the emotion that rewards us. Uh, and this is the emotion of enjoyment, joy. Enjoyment is the lower level, joy is the upper level. And this is the payoff emotion. When you have, when you think about a project that you want to accomplish, so there's a cognition. I'm going to do this drawing. And then, so you're motivated by interest, excitement, and then that carries you through the act of making the drawing or whatever it is you're doing. And then you look at the drawing, the drawing's done. There's another assessment, a cognition, and then when you realize you've accomplished something that you set your mind to do with and completed it, you will feel joy, and that whole complex is called pride. So um, the emotion of enjoyment, joy, is one that people feel. There are a number of places that people feel it. It's in. It's always, almost all. Yeah, no, it's always an uplifting, an upwelling, a lightening. In this regard, it's found often in religious or spiritual contexts. It's known in the upper end, it's known as awe, A-W-E, or marvel. And those are emotions of uh, joy that we can experience in a spiritual context or in a religious context. Um, I will ask clients to tell me a time that they think they felt um, enjoyment, joy, seeing their child graduate from sixth grade, or seeing their child all dressed up for Halloween, or seeing their child get married. Those are times that people often will feel joy. I will ask them to be in that scene, and then using the Theratap, I'll ask them to notice the sensations. And as I say, people often feel an uplifting or a lightening. And then I have them repeat that. The uplifting that I feel in my chest or my core tells me I'm feeling joy. And then we'll stay, we don't want to become um, overwhelmed with bliss. So it's a good idea to be grounded and present while you feel the emotion of joy, because you want to be able, true maturity is being able to watch yourself having an emotion. And it's part developed, being able to watch yourself have an emotion is part of a skill, a resource called psychological mindedness, when people can begin to be not only aware of their emotions, but aware of the history of their emotion responding, and and in touch with where the challenges that they have arose in their childhood development. So then I will use we've talked about the gauge before. I'll ask them to bring up the image of the gauge, have it go from 0 to, let's say, 200, where 200 is off the charts, or the top of the chart, uh, overwhelming, unpleasant, uncomfortable, or uh, not useful level of joy. Because people can feel that. Or some people can be overtaken by that, and then they lose touch with daily reality. So I would say the normal range is 80 to 120, and I would ask them, as they're in that scene where their daughter's getting married, what's the gauge reading? And I would think maybe 140, 150, something like that, a high level, not something that would need to be changed or lowered. So that's the emotion of enjoyment, joy. Um, I'm hoping that you will all be able to experience this in your daily life, that you can undo or relax the defensive contraction that we talked about in another video, so that you're open to and aware of what a beautiful world we live in, and how wonderful it is, thrilling it is to be aware of enjoyment, joy. Thank you.